What's up? Shaw here. How y'all doing out there, Soul Group? It feel like it's been ages since I talked to you guys, man. I miss you guys. A lot's been happening in my life. I live in Vegas now. I was gonna move to Miami. I was gonna go back home, but something, I had to make a decision. Something told me, I'm not even gonna say something told me. Let me not be like that with y'all. I was just led to go in another direction. You know, it was like one of those things where I could have went home and it could have been nice and comfy and all that stuff. But I chose the path of soul growth and having faith. You know, that everything was gonna work out fine, and it has. So, um, thank you guys for keeping me in your prayers and stuff. Thank you guys for you know keeping up with me. Like certain members of my soul group, I always hear from you guys over email and stuff. Some just send messages just to say hi, and I like to say thank you. Um, how y'all doing to my new soul group members? I noticed a little boost in my subscriptions. I'm glad you guys are resonating with me, and you guys are here with me now. Let me get into this reading, man. I got so much to talk about. If I start on my life, we'll be here forever. But it's good things, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what the cards have for you guys for the week of December 29th. Happy New Year's. Okay. First card is the Judgment card. Second card, the Hierophant. And the third card, the Three of Wands. Okay. Judgment. I'm trying to really get in tune with this reading. What I'm getting is we're so good. We're going through a lot of spiritual changes, and it seems like once we learn one lesson, this is the Judgment card. It's not over. You know, don't rest because you conquer one battle. You know what I'm saying? And the judgment was in your favor, and you got that help from God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that's one battle. You got to keep going. The Hierophant. All right. Now, this one, I want to stress to you guys, like what I'm getting is like, be careful of who you share your beliefs with. I know we're supposed to be open, but some people just ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are stuck in tradition and stuff like that. You know, so be careful. You don't want to get any unnecessary arguments with religious people. You understand? Because they're gonna have to come to their own understanding. You can't put your beliefs in their head, and neither can they put their beliefs in your head. Like we all have our own understanding. Some people are stuck in their traditions, and you can't help that. Card. Now this is a continuation of what I just said. The reason why I was saying that you might get into arguments or disagreements with people who may not necessarily believe like you believe. This is the Three of Wands, and even though this card looks like kind of scary, you see the goat there, and you see the three wolves standing there. But this goat is not no ordinary goat. He's a smart goat. You know, he's using his resources. He blocked off, both sides. He's protected on both sides and above. You know what I'm saying? And the only way, you know, um, the wolves can come attack him is head on. Now you notice he's not running. You know, you notice he's not running. He has his horns down, ready for the fight. He's not going to give up. This card speaks about being very ingenuitive. Like coming up with solutions to your problem, not running away. Standing up. You know, and this is in the spirit. This deals with the spirit, spirituality, your mind. It's like you don't have to run from these people. You have the power. You know, you have the creativity. You don't have to be shaken. You know, and like sometimes it comes a time where we have to battle. You know, and us spiritual people, I know we like peace and stuff like that, but it comes a time where you have to fight and you have to stand up for what's right and you have to stand up for what you believe in, and you can't run away. And it may seem like it's just you, but it's not just you. You're protected, you're surrounded. You know what I'm saying? You can walk through that gateway. You know, don't let these people have you afraid. They're just little wolves or hyenas. That's what I think they are in this picture. These are like hyenas, jackals, not wolves. You know what I'm saying? So they're a joke anyway. Yeah, like look how scary it was when it was wolves. Now it's not wolves. It's hyenas. It's jackals. It's like, and you have a chance. You just have to use a different approach. It's all about your approach. Don't let people make you think you're crazy, soul group members. We know who we are. We know what we believe. Stand strong in that. Don't, the proof is in the pudding. It's all about your results. You know, and if you feel like you're going down a spiritual path where you're not getting the results that you want, it's time to rethink it or dig deeper. It's like things that don't serve you, you got to let it go. You know. It's like these are paths. Like we call them paths because they're paths. There's always a different path, and that might not be the path for you. And you're not gonna feel right. You're not gonna be comfortable until you get on that path that's right for you. And that comes from studying and opening your minds to a lot of different opinions and beliefs. And you picking what's right for you. And I feel like somebody really needs to hear that. You don't have to be all love and light and this and that. God can meet you where you are. God has a plan that's mapped out and tailored just for you. Understand? But it's up to you to get to know who God is. For yourself. Right? So be careful of those traditional family members and people, who think you're the devil and stuff like that. You know, you have power and you can stand up. You know, and you can do it in love too. All right. Nice talking to y'all, so good. This was a nice this reading was very calm and peaceful. So I'm thinking that like don't worry about it. These problems that are going to arise this week are not going to be petty problems. You already went through the major judgment. All right, so you should be strong. you know but that's it. That's all I want to say to you guys today. Thanks for stopping by the Giving Tree. Peace.